I believe the New York Jets will go 7-10 this year. This is a team that is rebuilding. Now, I like their new coach, Robert Saleh. I like their new offensive coordinator, Mike LaFleur. Their new quarterback, their rookie quarterback, Zach Wilson, is fantastic. He's the best rookie quarterback, in my opinion, right now. We'll see if that changes in the next 5 years. Like, Trey Lance is capable of so much. But right now, at this moment in the development process, Zach Wilson is fantastic. Now, it's a team that's rebuilding. It'll still be a fun year. I have hope. At receiver, the Jets added Corey Davis. That's a big addition. They also added Keelan Cole. They drafted Elijah Moore. Denzel Mims is a guy with a ton of potential who was a rookie last year. Jamison Crowder is solid. And the Jets are building their offensive line. They drafted a new left guard, Elijah Vera Tucker, in the first round. Next to him, they have Mekhi Becton at left tackle. But other than that, this offensive line is still a work in progress. I don't feel great about it. I'm very thankful that Zach Wilson has the ability to run around and extend plays. I think he will have to. It'll look a little bit like Kyler Murray this year, the way he's going to have to run around and keep plays alive. Now, the running backs, they brought in Tevin Coleman, who worked with Robert Saleh and Mike LaFleur in San Francisco. Great move. I like that. They also drafted Michael Carter. I like him. Tyler Kroft came down from Buffalo. He's a tight end who already has built a good connection with Zach Wilson. That'll be fun to watch. And there also are some good players on defense for the Jets. They have defensive tackle Quinnen Williams. Middle linebacker C.J. Mosley is a guy who got a massive contract a while back. He opted out of the year last year. He got hurt in 2019, so he hasn't really played much football in 2 years. He's played like 2 games in 2 years after getting a really big contract. So I'm excited to find out, like, how good is C.J. Mosley? Is he ever going to live up to that contract they gave him? I hope so. I think he's got a lot of talent, and I want to see him do very, very well. Now, the Jets also have 2 solid safeties, Marcus May and LaMarcus Joyner. I am a little bit sad about 2, we'll call them missed opportunities that took place with the Jets this year. They brought in defensive end Carl Lawson. He ruptured his Achilles. That's very sad. I was excited to watch Carl Lawson make an impact with Robert Saleh and his defensive scheme. They also brought in linebacker Jarrad Davis this offseason. He has an ankle injury. They put him on the injured reserve right now. So 2 guys I was excited to watch this year on the Jets defense are not going to play early. And Carl Lawson probably is not going to play. He ruptured his Achilles. Like, he's out for the year. So that's brutal. This team has some problems. They're rebuilding. They're starting 2 rookie linebackers. I don't love that. I'm worried about their corners. In general, this is a football team that is a work in progress all around. Now, they have a couple big games. They play week 1 at the Carolina Panthers against Sam Darnold. Man, I cannot wait to watch Jets at Panthers week 1. The Panthers probably win, but I think what we might see in that game is, the Jets lose the game, but in the end, they got the better quarterback, Zach Wilson. There are 5 winnable games the Jets, I think. I don't know if they have to win all 5, but I'm going to judge them based on these 5 games. Week 5, they play against Atlanta. In week 12, they play at Houston. You have to win these 2 games. Houston is terrible. Atlanta is a very winnable game. You must win those 2 games. Week 8 is fun against Cincinnati. It's a game with 2 rebuilding teams, Cincinnati and the Jets, and Joe Burrow and Zach Wilson, 2 young quarterbacks, 2 rebuilding football teams. Week 16 will be an interesting game. Similar process where you got Trevor Lawrence against Zach Wilson, 2 rebuilding football teams, 2 rookie head coaches. And I think that'll be a good litmus test. Which team is further in development week 16 when the Jaguars play the Jets? That'll be a fun measuring stick for that. Week 13, the Eagles game is also a winnable football game. I have the Jets going 7-10, last in the AFC East. Although I don't think that's terrible. Like, it's a year where the goal of this team is to make progress, not necessarily to have a great year, make the playoffs. So obviously you would like that. Every year, like, you're hoping your team makes the playoffs. But if the Jets go 7-10 and are competitive with teams like, if they beat Cincinnati or they run them up, like if it's like 45-35 and it's interesting and Zach Wilson looks good, as long as Zach Wilson looks good and they're competitive, I think that's a win for the season. And I have the Jets going 7-10.